Yeah, of course. Good to be here.
How tough was Texas Tech's defense to face?
They were a strong defense. I think up front, they're probably some of the bigger dudes we've played this year, and especially the linebacker level too. They were really solid. Obviously, they've got one of the highest graded linebackers in the NCAA football this year, and they were a tough defense for sure. And I think they've showed that throughout the rest of their play this season. And kudos to them. They're a really good team.
Do you look at NCAA football when you're doing your scouting, or when do you look at that?
I mean, like as a whole, I was referring to more like the PFF rankings and stuff for him throughout the year. He's a high-rated linebacker, and he shows that with his play and how he's been doing throughout this year. So I don't really use the game for much. For much, I actually haven't really played the game that much, but I don't really use that when I go off my rankings.
As a player, what's it like to have 3 bye weeks in a season?
It's a little different for sure. Last year only with the 2 was even a little different, and having the week 0 game this year, having 3 is a big change up. But I think our coaching staff does a great job of, looking at what we need to accomplish as a team, where we're at from, like a team standpoint, health-wise, looking at what we need to get done and what we need to do to accomplish our goals for the coming weeks. So I think, Kleiman and the rest of the staff have done a great job utilizing the bye weeks and, a variety of different ways to help us maximize our, recovery time, practice time, and, time we're spending looking at the next team.
Bye weeks kind of get boring after a while, right?
Every now and then they get a little boring, but there's always something to look forward to, and we've got Oklahoma State coming now, so we're looking forward to that. And it's good. I love the bye weeks. It's a good time to kind of rejuvenate my mind, my body, everything. So I look forward to them, but it's definitely always looking forward to getting ready for the next opponent.
What ways do you think you can attack Oklahoma State?
I think that Oklahoma it'll be a tough game to play, and obviously Stillwater's a tough place to play. I think the stat is we have won there like one time in the last 25 years or something, so we'll have to come ready. I think their defense is, got some areas that we can attack in a couple different ways. We got some more looking into. We'll get to this morning or this afternoon and throughout the rest of the week. But I think we'll be able to, get after them a little bit and, hopefully go down there and get a W in Stillwater this week.
What's the biggest step you think you've made, from being a high school tight end to where you are right now?
I think, over the past couple of years, just didn't really know, what the whole. I didn't do it. I did a lot of blocking in high school, but my technique wasn't, always at the forefront of my mind. I was always looking forward to those pass plays where I could run out there and catch a ball. So I think that's something I've really improved on in my time here at K-State, and always looking for little ways to continue to grow in that and develop that, and then also just understanding the game and all the other moving pieces around it. I think there's a lot that I didn't know coming into here that has been able to help me grow and grow as a player in my time.
So, Wichita guy, were you bummed to see Dylan leave?
Yeah, I was bummed to see him leave. I wish him all the best with everything he's got, and he's a great person, and I've loved growing up playing with him and watching him here. He's a heck of an athlete. I know he'll make an impact wherever he lands. So wish him the best of luck, but sad to see him go.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it.